Welcome, welcome, everybody. Good to see you on this Wednesday. We're going to let the last of the people in here. And while we are doing that, I am going to let some of you just say where you're calling in from. Where are you calling in from?
Hey, Carla, calling in from New Hampshire, back in the state.
Art, so good to see you.
Good to see you, Carla. I can't wait to hear this interview, and I thought Sasha was amazing in Oslo.
Absolutely.
I have Gen Zers between Stacy and I that we said, you need to be on this interview today. And Carla, you're doing such an amazing job. Thank you for being the real pioneer that took all the arrows that makes our life easier. So happy to be on and say hello to everyone.
And hey, Stacy, good to see
Hi,
you.
Carla. Thank you. Thanks for having us on and letting us join you guys. It's amazing. I can't wait to hear Sasha talk.
And one of these days, I'm going to get you guys to sit down and be on these calls. But okay, well, I'm going to pass it. So anybody else, well, you got it, Art. Who else would like to say where you're calling in from?
Oh, from
Denmark.
From the Netherlands.
I'm from Canada.
Mary from Denmark.
From South Africa.
Hello,
The Netherlands.
Chicago,
Canada.
Denmark.
Latvia,
Hello from Ireland.
from Singapore,
Wow.
The United Kingdom.
Hello from Sweden.
From London.
Sweden.
Exotic Elko, Minnesota.
Welcome to all. Okay, we are going to get started. Oh, there's more in there, but I can hear we're tuning in from all over to hear this today. I am going to mute everybody as that way we don't have any background noise. And this is an important call. So welcome to everybody here on this Wednesday. Good to see so many of you. You know, those of us who have been in this business for some time, like myself, who have been doing this almost 15 years, we understand Zinzino has incredible products. Zinzino has an incredible business. The company itself is growing. You can hear from all these other companies that are coming in going, wow, Zinzino's incredible. The industry is absolutely amazing. The more people understand it, the more they're getting involved. And when people look at this, they say, okay, who can build this? Absolutely everybody. And sometimes we get frustrated when some people are not seeing that big picture. It's like, how could they not see this? And a lot of people in my team are closer to my age because you sponsor those who kind of look and act like you do. So we're up in those mid 50s in my group, I think is our average age. Now, what do we do if we're going to start up these next generations? What are we going to do to show them that this industry is great, that Zinzino is a fantastic company, that the products here just really work, and that they could build it too? Now, I've interviewed our guest speaker before, and he was over a year ago, and at that time he was 24. And I can tell you, I was thinking, this young whippersnapper, is he really, he's going to build this? And he has been building, and he has an absolutely huge team. They are growing. They are on fire. It's not just a little bit. They're one of the fastest growing teams of Zinzino. And he's now turned 25. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking, how do we get these Gen Zers to see what we see? How do we show them? What is it they're looking for, and how can we help their need, right? I know when they're my age, I know I can look for somebody who has a health need and a financial need. I can say, well, let's take a look at it together, see if this will work for you. But how do you do that with a Gen Zer? How can they be building this? How do we get that mentality in here? And that's one of the things here at our annual event. I had the speaker on, or they had him on, and he just is, I mean, mic droppingly great. I mean, 25, and he's doing that. I am so honored that he comes on to this call to share with us, to grow our businesses on how to build in Zinzino for Gen Z. So let's give him a huge Zinzino welcome, Mr. Ambassador, Sasha Huber. Hey, Sasha.
Wow. Hey. Lovely to see all of you, Zinzino family. Carla, thanks for that amazing, kind introduction. Also, Art, thank you for your lovely words. I'm really honored and really grateful for what we are doing here together. And yeah, now somehow the limit is up there. Let's see if I can climb to it, what you just promised. But anyway, I want to leave you with two things after the Zoom meeting. I want you, first of all, to get a little bit of understanding how GenZ is thinking, how you can promote Zinzino the best way possible. And also want to be honest about the challenges with GenZ. Because honestly, I'm trying to build with GenZ. I have been trying. I'm still trying. I will keep on trying. But I would lie if I said it's easy. I would lie if I would say that I got the solution on how we can recruit a lot of GenZ people, because I didn't quite figure it out yet myself. But maybe I can give you some things that will higher the chances for you to recruit with them. And secondly, not only for you, also for GenZ, obviously, but also for you, I want to give you a step-for-step schedule on how to build this network marketing business, because I think it's important for everyone. And then you will also see there's no difference, no matter if you're 20 years, 30, 40, 50, 60, 95, 125, whatsoever. The step for step on how we build this business is the same for every age group. And that's also why I want to cover it, because I can imagine that it will be helpful for a lot of people. I taught the exact same thing 2 days ago at our team call. We had like 400 people, I think. The feedback was amazing. So I thought, okay, maybe also a good place to teach it here. But how did I get into Zinzino being 20 years? Well, I turned 21 4 days later. But at this point, I was 20 years. And why did I make the decision to start with this business being that age? So basically, I only knew one thing already back in school, that I want to have a life in freedom. I was the kid in school not doing homework, sleeping during classes, missing the classes, failing the classes. Some of you have heard the story at the annual event. We had one day where 3 teachers called my mom at home because I was failing the classes. 3 teachers on the same day. Still to this day, I'm quite sure that it was planned by them. It's not a coincidence. And on this day, my mom, she got furious with me. She looked at me and she was like, Sasha, is there anything else that I should know about your school situation right now? And I was a little bit scared of my mom. She had this angry mom face, you know, some of you maybe can remember it. And I was like, no, I don't think so. I think that was it. 30 minutes later, teacher number 4 called. So not one of my best days, to be honest. But this is basically me in a nutshell during the school days. I already knew I want to do something online. I was growing up with online. For me, for GenZ, online is not something we are not used to. We grew up with it. I got my first mobile phone. It was with buttons. It was a Nokia back then still. I'm young, but not that young. I was, I think, 10. So I could call my mom if I come home later because I was playing a lot of football. And then I got my first smartphone, I think age 13, something like that. And when I was 16, I was typing into Google how to make money online. Because, you know, age 16, slowly your school is coming to an end. You have to somehow make money. I didn't want to go in a job. So I was thinking, okay, maybe there are some other solutions. And I was trying different kinds of online businesses. I was trying affiliate marketing. I was trying dropshipping, e-commerce. I was trying a little bit of trading. I was trying setting up an agency. I was trying doing telesales, so being a setter and closer for different companies. I was trying to create my own online courses around about health and fitness and selling them with ads. I was trying a lot of different things in the online business world. And I failed and failed and failed and failed and failed. And when I think back, honestly, I think at one point I was 20 After 4 years trying online businesses, the whole time, I was more or less giving up for a certain time period at least. I was really thinking like, okay, honestly, maybe it works for other people, but it doesn't for me. Maybe I don't have the talent. Maybe it's not possible. Maybe it's only possible for those guys selling the courses. But being someone who buys the course, maybe it's impossible to earn money. Maybe I have to sell a course as well. But I was losing hope. And then I was working in a normal job. I was working as a personal trainer and as a nutritionist in a gym, which I really liked. I liked the job. And I was thinking, maybe I arrived. Maybe I don't have to build my own online business to be happy in life. Maybe being a personal trainer and nutritionist is the thing I want to do for my life. And for a few weeks, I was happy, very happy, until one day in work, I can remember, I was curious. I had no idea how much money I was earning per hour. I had no idea, but I was curious and I wanted to know. So I took out my mobile phone and calculated the payment I got divided through the hours I had this month. And I found out that I earned, guess in the chat, what do you mean? What do you think? How much did I earn per hour? 12.50, 6, 14, 7, 5, 8, 100 would have been amazing. I think then I wouldn't be in Zinzino here. 20. No, it was 8 euros 75 cents per hour. And at this point, I was thinking to myself, is 1 hour of my life not more worth than not even 9 hours? And for me, this was the realization, okay, no, this can't be the way for my life. I'm not living in freedom. No, not financial freedom, not time freedom, not locational freedom. I can't grow to the best version of myself because as a fitness trainer, you're very limited in your job on what you can achieve for you personally. I was not part of an inspiring community. I live in a village in Austria. It was boring. It was not inspiring. And then it was like, okay, then COVID came, so I had a lot of time. Then it was like, okay, get yourself together, give it one more shot, because you can always give it one more shot with trying to build your own business. It only ends when you're dead. Then you can't give it one more shot. But if you're still alive, you can still give one more shot. And then Michael, you know him, Michael Stüttler. We were connected on Instagram. I reached out to him actually just to connect, not because of any network marketing thing. And 6 months later, he started with Zinzino. And then obviously, who is the first victim he tried to pitch? Obviously, a 20-year-old guy he knows from Instagram. So I was like his first victim that he pitched. And my response was, hey, Mike, you know, I really like you, but this sounds like this network marketing stuff. I'm not doing this. This is nothing for me. I was trying everything in the online business world, but I was not trying network marketing because my beliefs were so bad about this industry. Then he just said one sentence. One sentence, and I said, okay, I'm starting. I didn't see a presentation, just this one sentence. And it was, Sasha, I understand your skepticism. Just for you to know what we do dried blood spots tests from home, before and after, with an omega-3 product that really works. I was in. Maybe I will explain later why this made the sudden change in my mindset. I will come back to that later. But then I told him it was November 2022. I was like, okay, Mike, I'm starting in January, 2 months from now. So with the new year, I will start. Obviously, what was he thinking? Oh, a 20-year-old telling me he will start in 2 months. He will never start. That was his thinking. And then on the 1st of January, he called me. Yo, Sasha, 1st of January, we wanted to start this Zinzino business together. I was like, oh, Mike, honestly, yesterday I drank a little bit too much, New Year's Eve. I can't do it today, let's do it tomorrow. And then on the 2nd of January, he was like, okay, here is the package. I'm like, package? I never saw a presentation. I didn't know anything about that I have to buy a package. And obviously, there was only one package. It was the UPK, obviously. But I was too insecure to say no. I was like, oh, I already said yes 2 months ago. I can't say no. I'm not brave enough. So I paid the money. It was the only money I had being 20 years old. But it was interesting because 2 months earlier he told me, Sasha, it's fine if you start in January, but I already have other people who want to start with me. And if you start before them, I can place them under you. Some maybe know this trick. I started 2 months later, and then he told me, Sasha, congrats, you're my first partner. I was feeling like, where are the others? So this was basically our start. But why did I start? And why do I think it's, for real, that's my honest opinion. After having tried so many different online businesses, I'm the honest opinion that network marketing, specifically Zinzino, is by far the best business opportunity someone GenZ can get. And I will give you some reasons so that you can use the reasons when you are in conversation with people in that age group. Because let's face it, GenZ wants one important thing. They want total freedom for their life. They don't want any limitation financially. They don't want any limitations regarding their time. They don't want someone telling them what to do. They want to become the best version of themselves. I think GenZ is the generation who really has the drive to be open-minded for personal development. I think there's never been a generation where so many people in percent were open-minded to personal development, were open-minded to making an impact. 2-3 generations ago, it was more about paying the bills, making money. Now it's more about making an impact with the work you do. This is what GenZ wants to do. They don't want to go to a job where they can feel that they don't do any impact. They want to do an impact. It's important for GenZ. They want to make something with their heart, not just with the brain. They really want to feel what they are doing. They want to see other people benefiting from it. So, as we know, Zinzino enables us all of these things. What GenZ didn't really understand yet is long-term thinking. I had more than 70 calls with people in my age group. I got 0 signups. It's a disaster. But still, why don't I give up on GenZ? Because I know if you get one who is really committed, who is really hungry, like I was being 2021, this one can be 25 an ambassador in your team. And I'm 100% certain this will happen for a lot of people in Zinzino. That we'll have 1 or 2 hungry GenZ people. And let's say you're 50. 5 years from now, you're 55. He is 25, he's ambassador, but he wants to go global president. It's just one hungry GenZ guy who can build your retirement income. I really believe that. 100%. Because now, I have a lot of partners who hit crown, who are a little bit older, between 40 and 60. When they hit crown, they honestly say, Sasha, honestly, I have children. I'm not the youngest anymore. I earn 5-figure a month. I'm happy with it. And it's amazing. It's amazing that people can earn that much money so that they're happy with their life. But someone being 25, he won't stop an ambassador. He won't stop a president. He won't stop a global president. He wants to take over the world because he's still not even 30. So this is why I really think you should not overlook GenZ, although it's pretty difficult to get them. And I also think that 10 years from now, GenZ is being, let me think, I think 25 and 38, between 25 and 38, 10 years from now. This is the golden age for them to join Zinzino. Yeah, it's fine in the future, but there's a development. Doesn't mean today you have nothing and 10 years from now you have everything. It's building up, it's building up, it's building up, it's building up, it's building up. And if you have a GenZ line 10 years from now, your business is done. Your income is secured. You can give your business to your grandchildren. It's said and done. If your business average age is now 60, 40 years from now, you're in danger or your business is in danger. And if you have the thought in your mind to give this business to your children, then maybe give them a younger age group as well, at least in one line. So GenZ wants freedom, and GenZ still believes they get it with trading or drop shipping or stuff like that. Why I'm not a big fan of these things? Trading. Regarding the impact, what impact do you make? How do you earn money with trading? You earn money when someone else is losing money with trading. That's how you make money. Trading, you have to trade every single day to make money. If you stop trading, you don't have an income. You don't have a residual income stream. You're sitting in front of the laptop the whole time and doing this business alone. GenZ has no problem with being in front of the laptop, but GenZ has a big problem with being completely isolated. And this is what trading does for you. You isolate yourself. Drop shipping is exactly the same. What is your impact that you do? You send products from China to Europe for you to make a sale, to earn money. There's no impact. There is not that much scalability. You have no residual income stream. If your product doesn't work anymore, if your ads don't work anymore, if something happens to the delivery, you don't have an income anymore. And again, you're working alone. So I think it will take some time until GenZ will find out why Zinzino is the best solution for them. First of all, we're in a pretty big market. Health market is something, it will never change that people want to be healthy. This will never change. The health market will always be one of the 3 biggest markets in the world. This will never change. With artificial intelligence, so many markets will change. So many businesses will not work anymore, or they have to adapt and to change. Here, with health, it will stay the same. And supplements, it will not change that people are taking supplements because we will not eat like 200 years ago. 50 years ago, the nutrition won't be like 200 years ago. It will be even worse than now. Yeah, people are getting more conscious about natural health, natural nutrition, but that doesn't mean that people are planting their own tomatoes in the garden. This happens for a few in the bubble, but for the broader masses, this will not happen. They're looking for other solutions. And one of the best solutions is taking supplements, as we know. But here Zinzino is doing something interesting, because GenZ, they know why Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Netflix, they know why these brands got so big. Facebook created a new standard on how we connect with people, doing it on social media. Amazon created a new standard. Instead of shopping books in a bookstore, ordering online. Netflix created a new standard. Instead of watching another TV channel, doing live streaming. Apple created a new standard. Instead of using the Nokia, that took 10 minutes to write a message. It was crazy. How could we live with a Nokia phone? Honestly, I don't get it. To using smartphones. So Zinzino is doing exactly the same. They take a $200 billion industry, supplements. They're not saying, we are the next better supplement brand. We are the first ones with test-based supplementation, which is a completely new standard, which will be the future. And GenZ understands that potential, usually. So this is one of the major points you should give them while joining Zinzino, because of that amazing business potential over the next decades to come. Second reason, scalability. There's so many online businesses you can't scale. You can't really scale your agency. You can't really scale your trading business. You can't really scale dropshipping. You're limited. You're limited to X thousand euros a month. With network marketing, there's no limit how many people you can recruit. There's no limit how many team customers you can build. You can earn 10,000 a month, 20, 50, 100,000 a month, 250,000 a month, $1 million a month. Scalability is a big thing. And also give this reason to them, because they will understand the importance of scalability if they think about it consciously. Third point, maybe the most important. I don't know if it's the most important, but very important. Building a residual income stream. We GenZ, we want freedom. We don't want to be limited. We want to be able to make world travel for 12 months, and we don't want to think about how to make money during this time. And in so many online businesses, for example, an agency, I know a lot of agency owners making good money, being my age, but working 70 hours a week for the past 24 months in a row. No end in sight. And I honestly think that maybe it takes a few years, but latest, when they get their own children, they will wake up that the most important resource is time. And then they will wake up how amazing network marketing is, because with Zinzino, with being focused on customers, who order the products on a monthly basis on a subscription with a product omega-3, which will never be out of hype. Omega-3 is not a hype product. Omega-3 is something every single cell in your body needs, and this will not change over the next decades. And if they understand this, they know, oh, I built this income stream once and I have it for the rest of my life. I get paid every single week, every single month. If I just build it once for 3 to 5 years. Number 4, the impact. I said in so many online businesses, you don't really do an impact. Yeah, maybe it takes some more time for GenZ to really wake up how important health is, to really see how the health, how the products can transform other lives, because they're maybe too young, they don't have health problems themselves yet. But this will come, and also the impact of giving other people the opportunity to build their own online business. More and more GenZ people communicate to other people in their age, hey, do your own online business. They communicate, but with Zinzino, they have the possibility to help them and do it with them together. Plant this seed into their mind, how they can help other GenZ people also build their own business. Then plant the seed in the mind, and you guys here, 23, you could rent a villa in Bali, 6 people together, and you're together building this Zinzino income stream. They're all in your team, so you get paid for everything they do. Wouldn't that be amazing if you started building that business? Paint this picture. And another point, I said GenZ will face one major problem over the next years and decades, and this is isolation. I really think GenZ will face a health pandemic because we don't have the social contacts anymore, because we don't see people on a daily basis. It will not take that much time until we live in the virtual reality world. It will be even worse, because even if it feels real, the energy is not the same. And our body, we are energy. You can't replace it with virtual reality. So this will have a big impact for the health of the people, for the happiness of the people. So many in my age will get depressions. I really think that. And this gives them an opportunity to be part of an inspiring community where you grow together, support each other, inspire each other, build some of significance together, where you meet people on a daily basis. You can rent villas together, do trips together, do events together, and so on. So I think these are a lot of different reasons you can give them. And a little bit, because I just checked the time and I just found out that if I don't prepare the time, I'm over time. That's not good. But let me give you, in a quick fire, rapid fire session, a few tips, a step-for-step formula on how to build a network marketing business. And you can also, for example, give this to your prospects as well. Keep it for yourself. Use it in the coaching process when they sign up in your team. But the first step is, and it's really step-for-step, and it's not my idea. It's from his book, Be the Top 1% in Network Marketing, from Tom Schreiter. I really love him. I can recommend every single book of him. For me, a master in simplifying things in network marketing. Step 1 is a surprise, big surprise. Show up every day. A few weeks ago, I met a friend again of mine from the school days, and we met in the changing room in the gym. And he looked very thin. And for us men, it's not a compliment being thin. And he told me, yeah, Sasha, somehow it doesn't work with building muscles. And I asked him, hey, how many times have you been in the gym in the last 30 days? 4 or 5 times. Well, is it now the gym's fault that you are thin if you don't show up? And it's the same with the business. You can be enrolled in the business for 4 years, but if you don't show up regularly, it will not work. Why should it? You can be enrolled in the gym for 8 years. If you don't show up there, you won't build muscle, you won't lose weight. That's the first step. Step number 2, have emotional reasons to succeed in a business. I'm not a big fan of have a why that makes you cry. I didn't have it. But I had a lot of different good whys. I want to be able to travel. I want to earn my money. I want time freedom. I want to make an impact. So have at least 10 different reasons why you want to succeed with the business. And you think, oh, I've heard it so many times. Have you 10 reasons you could say like this right now? If not, you haven't implemented what you heard so many times. Step number 3, if you show up daily, if you have your reasons why to show up daily. Step number 3, a short story. When Mike and me, we had a lot of phone calls in the first years, now still, but back then every single day. And I can remember I was hitting Diamond the first time, and I told him, hey, Mike, Diamond, 4,000 euros a month. That's amazing. I was 21 back then. He was like, yeah, Sasha, just imagine in the future, you will be Diamond every single month. Every single month, you will earn 4,000 euros and more. I was like, oh, Mike, do you know what that means if I earn that much money? He was like, no, what do you mean? I was like, he remembers that story. Like, from now on, I can buy the Belvedere vodka, the premium vodka, and not the cheap one for our pre-parties. What the fuck? But step number 3 is personal development. Outgrow yourself, outgrow your thinking, expand your thinking, expand your mindset, dream bigger, think bigger, get inspired. Do that by reading books. Do that by being on the Zoom calls. Do that by interviewing successful people. Carl, it's amazing what you do here for real for so many people in Zinzino. Go to the events. All of those things help you to grow personally. Step number 4, it's great if you grow personally, but it's a disaster if you don't know what you do. Just imagine a doctor is coming to your hospital bed, you need a surgery, and he tells you, you're the patient with the heart surgery. Honestly, I've never done a heart surgery. I never learned how to do it. I have no clue how it works. I don't have the skills, but I'm a positive thinker, so we will figure it out. How would you feel? Would you trust him? Do you think he would be successful with your heart surgery? So step number 4 is learn the specific skills needed for your business. And in Zinzino, it's so simple. Making contacts, invite, present, follow-up closing, onboarding. Short question. When was the last book you read about one of those 5 skills? I don't want to hear the answer because it doesn't make me happy if I hear the answer. But okay, commit yourself to learn those 5 specific skills. Only 5 skills. Just imagine we learned this for 13 years in the school. We would be amazing network marketers. Step number 5. It's great if you learn how it works, but if you never implement it into the real life, you won't be good at it. I started boxing, and before I started boxing, I was watching so many YouTube videos about boxing, for real, so many. I was obsessed with the sport. And I was really good in my mind about boxing. I knew the skills. But at the first session, I was so bad. Because it was the first time I implemented what I learned. But over time, I got better, better, and better. So implement it. Don't be surprised if you fail the first times. But ask yourself, what did I do good? And what can I improve the next time? What did I learn? And slowly you get better. Step number 6. It's good if you recruit a lot of people, but what do we need next if we want to have leverage in our business? Type it into the chat. If you're good at recruiting partners, what's the next step you need for having leverage in your business? Publication. Publication. You see, we know it. Amazing. So step number 6 is to teach those skills that you learned to your partners. So they learn them as well, implement them as well, and you have scalability. And let me tell you a secret for that. When I started, I was 21, as said. I was 21 when I was Diamond. I was 22 when I hit Director. And as a Director, you maybe think, oh, this guy knows a few things about network marketing. I was too insecure to do coaching sessions with my team. Because I was thinking, I'm 21. What should I tell them about business and whatever? I was so afraid of the first onboardings. I was so afraid of the weekly sessions with my leaders back then. I was so afraid of all those things because I was feeling like I don't have anything I can give them. I don't have anything I can explain them. But now looking back, I found out even telling them, your job is not to hunt people, your job is to find people who are open-minded, was a big, big learning for a lot of them. So you know so many more important things than you can imagine. You know so much about this industry. If you recruited one partner, one customer, you have so many things to teach to new people. Don't be egoistic because of your fears. And and give it to your partners. And step number 7, I keep as a secret. You could buy the book and read it, then you know step number 7. I don't get any commissions for selling this book, but I really want everyone to read this book because it changed my life 3.5 years ago. And I'm forever thankful to this guy that I met once even in person. It was a pleasure. Yes, everything I wanted to share. I promised 2 things. First of all, understand GenZ a little bit more. And secondly, to give you a step-for-step on how to build a network marketing business. And I hope there were some things that you can implement to have more success in our business.
Sasha, you are absolutely incredible. I mean, you're younger than my youngest kids, and I've got 4 of them. And yet I learn from you also each and every time. And for those of you who do want to show people that are Gen Z, as we would say in the US, Sunday, you have the opportunity to have him give a business presentation for you. So on the Team Zinzino Live EU, so if you go to Team Zinzino Live Europe, hopefully you're a part of that group as a partner. Everybody should be a part of that. And this Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. Central European time, which that would be 1 p.m. Central time in the United States, Sasha's going to come on and give a business presentation that is going to be directed with these things in mind. Now, it's got me thinking about the freedom and the residual and the impact that they really want. They want that purpose in life, right? So we're going to be focusing on that. So he is opening this up and going to train all of the team. And what he would say, I absolutely love that, Sasha. Thank you for doing that. I do have one question for you. You heard Art Napolitano also say he's also got Gen Zs in his team, Sasha. Is there differences for people once they make that decision, once we get them in? Is there a difference in how you're building? Is there a difference in what you would say to the Gen Z when they come in? Because just as you were maybe a little bit of like, how do I train my team when they're different? I mean, if you were my upline, you know, once you've seen this, I can see your personal development. I can see your wisdom. I can see you're building this. So I would definitely do that. I know, but there must be some of them saying, okay, how do I speak to other people? Or is there a difference in how people that are coming in the business build the business?
The system is exactly the same. So the system we have, everything the same. The individual things inside the system are slightly different. For example, invitations. Partners who are in their 50s, they like to make phone calls. Someone being Gen Z, if you tell them to do phone calls to invite people, they're out. So for example, they might tell them, hey, make a voice message. So this would be one example where there are differences, but the system per se is exactly the same.
Which actually is a comfort to all of us, that we just follow the proven system that we already have. Well, Sasha, I know that you are running, your next meetings are also coming on here. And honestly, I think this next generation in direct sales, I really do think this is the future. I think when people are looking at the profession itself, they're going to start going, wow, what a profession. You can actually get all the things they need. So by looking at what people need, let's find their needs. Most Gen Z are, as you said, we're looking for the need of their freedom need. They want to be their own boss, that they want that residual income, the purpose, or you know, that it really making that impact. And so when we find their purpose, we've got an answer for that. And maybe also following up with them is going to be our answer. Any last words, Sasha, that you want to say to everybody on this call about finding and building with Gen Zs?
I would say also build a friendship with them. Gen Z stays more because of the friendships in the business than because of building the business. So it was for me the same. I didn't quit. I had zero money earned after 4 months. The only reason I didn't quit was because I was building a friendship with Mike. If Mike didn't build a friendship with me, I would have quit Zinzino. So this maybe is a last point, so important. And yes, it will take some more years for them to really get the mindset of Zinzino is amazing as a business opportunity and also network marketing, because we do know that network marketing isn't the most famous business out there. But I really believe that Zinzino, how professional Zinzino is, with the product concept, with being customer-centric, Zinzino will be the one company showing the next generations to come how amazing network marketing is as a business opportunity. And it's just a pleasure that we are on this journey together. Thanks, guys. Really looking forward to Sunday and hopefully see you soon. Ciao, ciao.
Well, thank you, Sasha. Let's unmute. Everybody say thank you to Sasha. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Carla.
Sasha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much from London today.
Bye.
Carla,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carla.
Thank you.
Sunday, get people on the call.
We'll do so. Bye, everybody. See you Sunday. And see you next week here on the call. Bye.